Thank you everyone for joining. So we have our 15 minutes of desk yoga, and I just wanted to make sure that we do a bit of standing. So I just want to let you know that all these poses can be done both seated and standing. So wanted to just start off and just move my desk up to stand, and just want to start off any type of yoga, whether it's just regular yoga or desk yoga, just by grounding ourselves. So sometimes it could be a bit stressful at work, it could be a bit stressful during the day. So it's nice just to start off standing tall. And so we're going to ground ourselves, and we can maybe close our eyes if we want. So we're just feeling the connection of the feet on the ground, and imagine that we're growing roots down on the ground, through the ground. So you're feeling firmly planted on the floor. And just noticing our posture. So taking this time just to notice, are your shoulders rounded? So your shoulders might be a bit rounded, or do they feel like, does the chest feel open? So just tune into the body for a moment, and then we're just opening up our eyes and just noticing our posture now. So hopefully we feel like we're standing a little bit taller, but now we're just going to start opening things up from the top to the bottom. So first thing is working on the neck. So we're just going to look over towards the right side. So look over towards the right. And even think about the eyes, because the eyes also have muscles in there. So think about looking over to one side, so looking over to the right side, and then coming back to center and looking over the other side, and also looking, so use the muscles to look, coming back to center, and then looking over again. So we'll do 2 more times on each side, looking over one way, and then the other, looking over the other way. So we're just looking back and forth. So one more time. So looking over the right shoulder, and really use the eyes to look further to the right, coming back, and then looking over to the left. Using the eyes to look completely over. And then come back to center. Okay, so we're going to roll our shoulders. So thinking about the shoulders, rolling. So rolling them back, and then forward. So thinking about the shoulders rolling forward. Okay, so now we're standing tall. And we're going to think about opening up the chest in both ways. So we're moving the spine as well. So we're taking the arms out. So open up the arms. So standing tall, opening arms. And then we're going to bring them forward. So clasp the fingers, pushing them forward. So rounding the spine, draw in the belly button as well. So pull the belly button in. And then pulling the arms behind us. So the arms are behind, so tucking the fingers together and pushing the fingers down. So pushing them downward, feeling the chest opening up. So you might notice throughout the day, you're on the laptop, hunched over. We're trying to counter that by pushing the hands down and feeling the chest opening up, maybe gently looking up towards the ceiling, and just taking some deep breaths here. So inhaling and exhaling. So pushing the hands downward, feeling the chest opening up. Inhale and exhale. One more deep breath in, inhaling and exhaling. So we're going to release the hands, shaking the hands out, and also the wrists and the forearms might feel as though they get quite tight throughout the day. So we're just going to take the hands, I'm just going to reach them forward and open and close the hands. So as we continue, continue to open and close the hands. So we're working on the wrists. We're working on the forearms. So continue to stand tall as well in front of the desk. And then just release the hands, shake them out. So sometimes during the day it might get stressful just shaking everything out. So we're just going to work on the spine a little bit more. So we're going to do a step back to what we were doing before. We're taking the hands forward, push the hands away, round the spine, pull in the abdomen, and coming back, opening up the chest, push the hands away, and open up the chest. So we can do this to breathing as well. So we do a lot of breathing in yoga. So taking a deep breath in. Undo the hands. Inhale, reach forward. And exhale, reach back. Pushing the hands away. Inhale, reach forward. Rounding the spine, tucking the tummy in. Exhaling. Pushing the hands together. So bringing the hands together, pushing down, opening up the chest. Good. Inhaling, bringing hands together, in front, and exhaling, taking the hands back behind. Let's do 2 more times. Inhaling, rolling the spine, so we're feeling hunched here, but opening up the shoulder blades, and then bringing the hands behind, pushing the hands down, clasping the hands, opening up the chest. One more time. Hands come together, and then hands come behind. Okay, great. So shake the hands out again. So we're going to just travel down the back and think about the lower back. So throughout the day, it might feel tough. We're sitting down and we're really tightening the muscles in front. So we really want to think about opening them up. So we're going to start off with a little bit of balance. It's always good every day to be working on balance as well. So we're going to put the hands on the hips, lift up the right knee. And just hold the right knee. So this is this leg here. So we're still noticing that we're using the muscles here that are probably really tight from sitting at the desk. But by lifting the knee, we're using a little bit of balance. So try to do a little bit of balance whenever you're on a call, maybe just lifting up one leg and just practice a bit of balance. See how long you can hold on one leg. So now we're going to bring the stretch into it. So we're going to bend that back foot, just bending the knee, taking a hold of the right foot, bringing both knees together, and then push the hips forward. So we're just breathing now as well. And so also you might notice that the right shoulder might open up as well. You can also hold on to the desk if you need a little bit more support, or you can just challenge yourself to have the other hand on the hip. So really standing here, feeling the balancing leg as well. Remembering that that left foot is grounded. So feeling the chest opening up. So really working on opening up the chest, pushing the hips forward and breathing. So the longer we hold this pose, the more of a stretch that we're going to get. Okay, releasing that leg down, shaking both feet, like the standing leg will probably feel like it's had a little bit of a nice balance. So we're going to do the other side. So grounding the right leg and lifting up the left. If you started on the other side, it's fine. Okay, so you can hold the desk for support, or you can just release. So we're just balancing here. So again, trying to balance on each leg every day, just working on the balance. So no matter how young or old we are, we actually do need to continuously work on the balance because we actually lose it as we get older. So just practicing, and also we're getting a good, strong workout in the foot, the ankle, the calf as well. You're getting a good strengthening exercise. So yoga is not just about stretching, it's also strengthening. So, okay, so we've been standing long enough on this leg. We are going to take the left foot into the hand. So holding that back foot, bringing the knees together. So you can start off just by supporting yourself with your desk. Push the hips forward. You can have the hands balancing. You can hold the desk, or you can put it on the hip. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to push the hips forward, trying to open up the chest. So we're trying to open up the whole front side of the body. So remembering that when we're sitting all day, we're really, the front of the body is kind of condensing together, and we really just want to open it up. So feeling a little bit of the balance, standing tall, lengthening through the spine, tighten the abdomen. So we're constantly kind of growing internally as well as we're doing these poses. Breathing. Okay, and we're going to release that leg and shake it out. So remembering balancing, remembering really opening up the front of the body, the chest, bringing the shoulders behind, pushing the hips together. So we'll do one more pose. So we're going to bend the knees. So bend the knees slightly, and then we're going to do a forward fold. So I'll step away from the desk a bit, and bending forward. So we place the hands on the hips, and fold forward. So keeping the knees bent. So if we try to do straight legs and reach our toes, we might put excess pressure on the lower back. So trying to keep that into consideration when we're lowering down. So hands on hips, lowering down, bending the knees. So we're taking some of that strain off the backs of the legs, yet we're still stretching the legs as well. So we're trying to stretch, trying to open up the lower back. Let the head drop down and releasing. Just releasing the muscles in the face. This is nice for the neck, the back. Again, keeping those knees bent. If you don't have any problems with the backs of the legs, if there's no tightness at all, okay, go ahead and straighten them. But I would advise that most of us that aren't doing a lot of stretching, try to bend the knees. And then you can eventually, as you feel like those muscles are releasing, you can start to straighten the legs. But trying to touch the toes isn't always the goal. It's trying to release that lower back, trying to release the backs of the legs as well. Okay, great. Well, I'm hoping that some of these poses helped a little bit. And if you can continue to do poses, remembering to stand up throughout the day. So trying to at least get up every half an hour. And even if you're just doing some kind of stretch, just to open things up, just remember to keep moving, remembering to keep getting up, getting water, standing up during meetings, getting a desk that works for you. The kitchen table, not always so good. Getting something, you can get attachments to the top of the desk, you can do anything. So, right, so thank you so much. If you have any more questions, you can contact us at Yoga Tonic UK. And I hope you have a great rest of the day. Hope you get a chance to do some more fun things for On Your Feet Day as well. And I appreciate you joining. Thank you so much.